What's up, folks, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. In this one, we're going to be talking about some recent rumors surrounding Bo Bichette and some teams that could be interested in trading for him this offseason. Before we get into it, I encourage you guys to hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy Blue Jays content and discussion so you don't miss any future videos. All right, folks, let's get into it. A few years ago, if you would have told me that the Blue Jays were thinking about trading away Bo Bichette, there is no way that I would have believed you, but now things are a bit different. Bob Nightingale put this out a little while ago saying the Toronto Blue Jays are expected to entertain trade offers this winter for shortstop Bo Bichette, who has no plans to stay in Toronto once he's a free agent after the 2025 season. So basically, things aren't looking too great for the future of Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays. Which brings us to the first rumor that I want to discuss today: Bo Bichette getting traded to the Kansas City Royals. Sports Illustrated writes, to add some spark to the offense, the Royals could look to add another dynamic hitter to play off of Witt in the lineup. And another young all-star could surprisingly be available if his team decides to take a radical approach to the winter. Toronto Blue Jays shortstop Bo Bichette was recently named the number 6 trade chip of the upcoming winter by Joel Reuter of Bleacher Report. Bichette was the subject of trade speculation this summer too, amid the most disappointing season in recent Blue Jays history. Now, the one thing that immediately comes to mind when we think about the Kansas City Royals trading for Bo Bichette is the fact that Bobby Witt Jr. is their shortstop for effectively the next decade, but that might actually not be a problem. Bo Bichette has never been very good defensively speaking, and considering you have Bobby Witt Jr. over there at the shortstop position, this would give the Kansas City Royals an opportunity to move Bo Bichette over to the second base bag. Now, this Sports Illustrated article doesn't go into the details of exactly what a trade with the Kansas City Royals would look like for Bo Bichette, but I'd imagine from the Toronto Blue Jays perspective, they'd be looking for some bullpen pieces, which Kansas City does have a lot of. If, however, the Toronto Blue Jays didn't like what the Kansas City Royals were offering up, then they could always call their old buddy AA. Fansided writes, while Bo Bichette was drafted out of high school right after Anthopoulos left the Blue Jays organization to briefly work for the LA Dodgers before taking over in Atlanta, the fit seems great. Bichette's father Dante starred alongside Braves bench coach Walt Weiss with the Colorado Rockies in the 1990s. Bichette would massively elevate the Braves offense at the shortstop position. The proposed trade from Fansided is as follows. Bichette heads over to the Atlanta Braves in exchange for shortstop Orlando Arcia, catcher Drake Baldwin, and pitcher AJ Smith-Shawver. And honestly, folks, I really like this deal.
Time for a quick shout out to Betway, the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite sports teams. Betway's in collaboration with iGaming Ontario, must be 19 years of age or older to participate. Scan this QR code down below to create your free account today. Also, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Orlando Arcia isn't anything to write home about and is mainly just a filler piece or a bench guy at best, but the other two players are very solid. AJ is 21 years old and is the Braves' second-ranked prospect in their system and looks to have a lot of potential. And the catcher Drake Baldwin is 23 years old and is the Braves' 5th-ranked prospect in their system. The Blue Jays prospect system right now is one of the worst in baseball, and I think that we can all agree that pitching and some catching depth is 100% a need right now for this team. In complete transparency, I haven't at all been expecting Bo Bichette to net a return of 2 top prospects like this, but if this is actually the going rate for him, then this is definitely something the Blue Jays need to entertain. Ultimately, it really does feel like Bo Bichette is not going to be on this roster past 2025, and if the Jays can find a way to actively make their team better for next year, then they should definitely do it. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go!